So we're going to go through the calculation of the auto benefit. So there's two different parts to the auto benefit. The first of which is a standby charge. Now this standby charge is calculated on 2% of the cost of the vehicle times the number of months it's available to the employee. The number of months is always going to be a maximum of 12, as this calculation is going to be done every year. The second part of the auto benefit is the operating cost benefit. This is 27 cents a kilometer times the number of personal kilometers the vehicle is driven by the employee. The 27 cents a kilometer is for 2013. As the employee would have the vehicle 100% of the time, they're going to be expected to keep a log to track the number of kilometers at our employment versus personal use. And if the employer leases the vehicle as compared to owning the vehicle, the standby charge is going to be 2/3 the monthly lease cost times the number of months it's available to the employee. The operating cost benefit will remain the same. We're going to go through some examples now. So here in A, we have an employer providing a vehicle for 9 months of the year. The first part we're going to do is going to be our standby. So I'm going to take 2% times the cost of the car, the $40,000 times 9 months. And I get $7,200. My operating cost benefit is going to be 27 cents a kilometer times 8,000 kilometers. And I get 2,160. The total auto benefit is going to be those two amounts added together, which is $9,360. We'll do another example. So here's an example where an employee's provided a vehicle for 10 months and it's being leased. So now my standby is going to be 2/3 times the monthly lease cost of $600 times 10 months. And I get $4,000. My operating cost benefit is still going to be the 27 cents a kilometer times 16,000 kilometers. And I get 4,320. So my total auto benefit in this example is $8,320. In this example, you'll notice a couple different things. One of which is we're no longer told the number of months the employee has the vehicle for. Now, if we're not told, we're going to assume for that standby that we're still going to take 2% times the cost of this car of $55,000 times 12. Right? There are 12 months in the year, and if we're not told that the employee has the car for the whole year, we're going to assume that they did. For the operating cost benefit, I'm going to take 27 cents a kilometer times 12,000 kilometers. So the 60,000 less the 48, and I get 3,240. Right now you might be wondering, what do I do with this $1,200, the amount that the employee reimbursed their employer? So my total auto benefit, I'm going to take the 16,440, so my operating cost benefit plus my standby, and I'm going to subtract the $1,200 that the employee reimbursed the employer to get $15,240. So when an employee reimburses their employer the amount they reimburse them for is going to reduce the auto benefit. In this example, we have an employee who is provided a vehicle which is leased by the company for $900 a month, and we're again not told how many months the employee has the vehicle for. So we're going to assume that the employee has the vehicle for 12 months, and so our standby charge is going to be 900 times 2/3 times 12 months in the year, which is $7,200. Our operating cost benefit is going to be 27 cents a kilometer times 12,000 kilometers. So my total auto benefit is going to be $10,440. So here we have another example where the employee is reimbursing the employer. So we'll do our standby first. So 2% times the cost of the car times 12 months. And then we're going to do that operating cost benefit, which is 27 cents a kilometer times the personal kilometers. You'll notice in some examples you're going to be given the personal, like in this one. And so you don't need to subtract. And in other examples, you're going to have to take the total less the business you've been given. So my total auto benefit is going to be my standby plus my operating costs, and I get $14,580 less the reimbursement, which is $12,380. In our last example, we're told the number of months that the employee has the vehicle for. So my standby is going to be 2% times the $24,000, the cost of the car, times the 6 months. So my standby charge is going to be $2,880. My operating cost benefit is going to be 3,000 kilometers times 27 cents a kilometer. So the 3,000 times 27 cents a kilometer is going to give me $810. My total auto benefit is going to be the 2,880 plus the 810. And I get $3,690. This completes the video on how to calculate the auto benefit for employment-related purposes.